Awesome. Game 2, Cloud Kingdom. It's a very, I would say the Terran can go ahead and wall off rather easily on this map. There's no open, like a wide open expansion. Zerg player, this map is fine too. The third is slightly out of the way, but that's okay. The creep spread of QuanticHawk should help him secure a lot of bases really early. I'm really interested in how Raziel decides to pressure in this game to make sure that our Zerg player is not feeling comfortable and going S D D D D S D D D D.
Okay,
because
so
that's one thing
it might be nice if I can go ahead and introduce the players. For 1 second, it's the entire matchup is actually going to be game 2, guys. This is game 2 of the matchup in the Indian final for the AEC Cup. This is QuanticHawk taking on Raziel in the left hand bottom corner, playing Team Red, this lovely Zerg. We have QuanticHawk playing all the way from the US, from the Quantic Gaming House, and on the top right we have the Indian from India. These are both Indians, by the way, but the Indians from India playing Raziel. Raziel playing as Nikunj Bansal, and he's playing Blue Terran, and he's in the 1 o'clock position on Cloud Kingdom. He has just gone and played an interesting game 1, and I think this is the best of 5, so there is going to be some time. With me on the cast is right now Gautam Work, the guy who loves playing Zerg. Gautam, what do you think about the last game, and what do you think will happen here? Another Harris play, or a more standard game?
This so far is, I'm not sure. We are not sure what's going to happen soon. Raziel does know that Zerg player has taken his fast expansion, and the last game was a very harassing style played by our Terran player, and now let's see, he's taken his gas, so clearly he's not going to go fast expanding right now. I'm really looking forward to how he's going to do this. He is planning to build a bunker right outside the natural. Let's see how he's going to do this. I would say actually he's building the bunker slightly too far away from the natural. He could go slightly inside, but I don't know. He's not put down a bunker, so I don't want to take an assumption of go ahead and say that no, what's he going to do. But I would recommend that once that first Marine makes it all the way there, you can see him. He is queued all the way down
so
to that hatchery.
Here you go. I think you spoke his mind. He has now made sure that the bunker is all the way in next to the hatchery. He makes sure that 3 drones coming there. He says, "You shall not survive," and there he goes. Can he get him? Can he get him?
That is a sly SCV. He's just waiting in the middle of nowhere.
And interesting reaction by Devon. He's gone and put down another hatchery. And yeah, that hatchery should be sufficient to go ahead and hold away the Marine who was walking in. This was way too far. There are 2 of them standing and they were trying to replenish, and that's fine. The factory build has gone down. There is a natural expansion, but there is no natural expansion, and there is a triple expand that Devon has done. I think Devon right now is going and saying, look, I like the drone so hard that I'm going to go to Kingdom Come, or he has literally got his 3rd in the base right now.
Yeah, he actually went ahead and skipped both of his queens initially to go take that 3rd. He had gone inside the Terran player's base and did see an early gas. So he knew that pressure was not going to sustain for too long. It was just a feign pressure. Our QuanticHawk, being QuanticHawk, does not overreact to anything. He has played a lot of games. He knows the game. He understands the game. He's not going to go ahead and make a shitload of Zerglings like last game he did.
So Gautam, now you have to go ahead and see that the famed reactor swap trick has been done by Nikunj. I think he is going for Blue Flame. No, I think he's going to go for Hellions, but let's see whether they will literally be Blue Flame or not. The fact the Barracks is fine.
Barracks really wants to. They really want to shoot down the Overlord. Like, you know what? We're gonna an expensive barracks in the air. We're not gonna make any more Marines. We're gonna go kill that Overlord today. So the Marines have a mission. Kill that Overlord. Actually, only 1 Marine seems to have that mission. The other Marines are like, yeah, you go ahead and kill him. We'll take a break today. You think that Overlord's gonna survive?
11 hit points.
That Overlord.
6 hit points. And he did. The last was
Overlord goes.
And on the back of that, Devon goes and quadruple gases. Not interesting. He's taking taken his second gas in his base, but he's taken both the gases in his natural. Again, a really interesting part. The queens are now doing their duty. I think he is one queen short, but the queens are now doing sufficient duty to go ahead and make sure larva is being pulled, and there comes the queen right on cue. And then the real natural has also taken. Now there are 4 hatcheries in place for them, and it's just 7 minutes into the game. If you look at an army count, which is there, you have pretty much everything as standard. You do have a worker supply 40 versus 26 in the favor of Devon, but that's because he has 1 more hatchery to go ahead and do that. Army supply is pretty much the same. On a unit composition, no attacking unit at all for Devon, 4 Hellions and 3 Marines for Nikunj, and I think he is getting out 2 more, and that would be a total of 6, and I think he will try and push with them as soon as possible. So there goes the Hellions, and let's go ahead and watch those Hellions and see if we can go ahead and exact some damage. He is going to go ahead and see the Zerglings come on by, and the Zerglings will go ahead and not really engage, and they will try and look at whether there is a third natural expansion. There is not, and that engagement might just go down. There was no A click, and the Zerglings might just get a scout.
You know, I really feel like the Terran player is playing a bit too passive for Hawk playstyle, because Hawk loves the passive player. He's gonna go ahead, sit back, he's gonna keep droning. Look at the drone count. He has 53 drones, and the only attacking units that he has are a few of those Hellions, which are not gonna do a lot of damage.
Well, they might just go ahead and all the lineup has been done. Whether let's see whether they can go ahead and take some down. There is the terrible damage that is actually happening here, but let's see whether they will go ahead and get some more down or not. He has lost 4 Hellions, and let's see whether the army lost has been anywhere close to what we had thought it would be.
Look at the amount of hatcheries that Hawk has. He can make those drones in a matter of a second. He doesn't mind losing those drones. The 4 Hellions, 5 Hellions won't be able to do anything. I think the drone advantage is really gonna take Hawk into a very strong mid game. I would like to see what his path is gonna be like right now. He has a Baneling Nest and a Spire coming out at the moment, so he's gonna go for Mutaling Bane. Small push again of Hellions coming out. Hellions don't have, there's only 4 Hellions. They don't have blue flames either, so they won't be able to do much. There's a lot of lings outside as well, and a lot of creep as well to help it. So I'm a little concerned. It's 10 minutes into the game, and Raziel is not taking his third.
He's not taken his third. He is building Marines. He is sitting on 11 Marines right now. If you go ahead and look at an siege tank, tech has been researched, but centrifugal hooks are also coming in to go ahead and help the Banelings, and the ground carapace level 2 is coming in, because that will go ahead and really give the units, and the Spire is about to finish. I think here Raziel will see some very strong Muta push coming in very soon.
Yeah, I'm a little confused again. What is Raziel planning to do? It's he's not taking expansion. He's getting his upgrade, so that is good. On the other hand, Zerg is getting his 2/2 as well, and +1 on Mutas. So he's gonna have quite an army soon, and he's gonna go ahead and surround those Hellions very soon. Those Hellions are pretty much dead.
Yeah.
That's single Hellion trying to do as much as can. Raziel will soon find out his third has a lot of creep on it, so he's gonna have to send a couple of Marines there to try to take that out. And our Zerg player is gonna go take advantage of that and try to surround a lot of these Marines. And that tank has gone into the siege mode, and Devon is not planning to attack inside, so it's okay. So our Terran player is safe at the moment, and he's safely taken his third very soon, the point that creep resides. You see, the simple overload being there, spreading creep, has delayed this third for quite some time. It's bad enough he had delayed the third for quite some time beforehand anyways. Now it has to just literally stand there and be like, yeah, I'm just waiting for that stuff to clear out, guys, and I'm gonna take this base now. Again, the creep being very annoying. On the other hand, Terran player is trying to do as much as he can with his Hellions. I think he's just wasting them. Devon has taken his 4th base. He could even take his fifth
So
place
Gautam,
now.
it might be interesting to go ahead and realize that the entire Mutaling army has been scoped out very well by by Devon, off Devon by Nikunj, and Nikunj has been going and rallying only Marines to go ahead and make sure that is happening, and is staying sufficiently strong. And he has been putting down turrets everywhere, and you can see those turrets. But I don't know whether one turret will go ahead and really be sufficient. Here comes the big fight. I think they will go.
There's a lot of tanks in line here, but they're away from the third. The third could technically go down if he decides to just focus down the third. But he's deciding to take down the workers instead. If you look at the units right now, it's 48 workers to 77 drones on the Zerg side. This is a very big advantage towards the longer this game stays, the more advantage our Zerg player will go ahead and attain. Akshat, what do you think with this continuous pressure and harassing the third base now? I think this is the only thing the Zerg player has to do, keep harassing the third base, make sure the economy doesn't kick in for the Terran player, and go ahead and he's going to make some investors now. 4 investors are coming out, and they're going to have fungal growth and everything ready. So those banelings are going to do a lot of damage.
Well, there goes the drop that that is really famous for Nikunj. That drop was going down to the 5th, and that has been taken out. I always think that the time that you allow a Zerg player to go ahead and take his 5th is the time where you really literally start staring at death in the face. A Zerg on 5 bases when he's not even finished his first is something which is absolutely
He's
frightening.
sitting on 6 bases now, and imagine even amount of units he can make with that. The amount of units he can lose and make a new batch of units. It's just Zerg is gonna be pure Zerg basically. He's gonna lose his army, come back, make more, lose his army, come back, make more till Terran runs out of everything. I understand the concept of Terran being defensive, but here we have Zerg player going ahead and making his Ultraless Cavern. He already has the 3-3 coming out. So those Ultras are going to literally start off with 3 armor, and he's going to go ahead and research the Ultra armor, which is going to give him 5 armor. That Ultra will literally take a lot of damage before going in and doing like anywhere close to dying. So I'm really looking forward to this.
And to go ahead and counter that, there is Thor is here, but he is not going. He's going to be the single Thor who is there. I don't think he will be really able to go ahead and fight about 14 Ultralists that are going to spawn. You see that Devon is sitting on about 2,000, and there goes the 3. There go the 3 Ultralists that are being queued up, and whether he's going to get more or not will be a matter of conjecture. While he's doing this, he is still droning up. You have to understand. If you go ahead and look at his army. Workers 76 versus 64, so that's really well, it's nearly okay. That's fine. And then 117 army versus 112. But the question is, what is that kind of army? Is it a squishy army, or is that a really big army? You have 3 Ultralists coming down in there, and yeah, it'll be a matter of seeing. The weapons are only level 2, although Terran infantry is going to 3, but 3-3 is finished for Devon.
Yeah, this is. We have our Terran player really going ahead and preparing for all this. He's actually preparing for Broodlord. He has his Vikings coming out, Viking production already coming out. On the other hand, Devon has also gone ahead and started morphing his Greater Spire. So he's going to have Ultralisk, he's going to have his Broodlords, he's going to have Corruptor. He already has Infestors waiting right outside his base. They're burrowed right now, so the Terran player can't see them. So this is going to be quite interesting how it's all going to come down to one single engagement, the way it's going at it. And I think Devon is really going ahead and letting Terran player catch up. I am really interested in how he's going to engage with the amount of fungal growth he has. His Infestors are full on energy. And actually he's taking his 4th. He is not going ahead and attacking. He's playing pure defensive style. And I'm really interested in how Raziel is going to go ahead and do this.
Well, there you go, man. My computer basically says there are too many units on the thing. I cannot stream and I cannot go ahead and do. It is a 200 army. Dan, 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 dan. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know if you noticed the amount of infested Terrans had taken a lot of initial damage out of it. The Mutas are dying to the Thors. Thors do a lot of splash damage to the Mutas. There's only a couple of units, but you look at the stuff that is in production. 58 Zerglings and 5 Ultralisks are coming out. This is what I was talking about. The amount of unit production a Zerg can go ahead and have is imbalanced at the moment. That Ultra has actually gone ahead and burrowed. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and chill here. And Ultra actually burrowed himself in his graveyard, so he doesn't have to dig another one now. So he's like, okay, I'm burrowed already. I'm just gonna die now.
Well, the interesting part is going to be that whether they can go ahead and get all the army back. The replenishment cycle is going and running, but that's the power of the Zerg right now on 6 bases. You see him, the Banelings are coming in, the Zerglings are coming in, the Ultralisks are moving, and this time there's 6, there's not 3. This actually seems like the Night of the Dead. Did any of you play that game? That's it.
Yeah, we're just missing those high-end units, boomers, and all that stuff. This is your typical Zerg playstyle. He's gonna go ahead and keep making units. He's gonna keep hitting the door of the Terran with all his units. And
well, interestingly, this time there are literally no Zerglings. There are only Ultralisks, and there are only Banelings.
And Broodlords flying in as well. You see 4 Broodlords coming out.
Yeah, there you go.
He does not have any anti-air, so Vikings can do a lot of damage. He doesn't have his infestors anymore. I'm gonna just have a quick look at the unit tab.
And you should watch the fight. The fight is on. The fight is going, and Broodlords will go ahead and pay for themselves in spades. And you really cannot go down take those Ultralisks. Those Ultralisks are really having fun, which is there. I don't think they can go ahead and be shot down. The Ultralisks basically say, I am here. Give me a hug. I demand a hug.
Give me a hug, guys. Why are you running away? Stop shooting at me. Wow, this is. There you go. 2 Vikings have come out. There's no anti-air, so the Broodlord should go down soon. And he's gonna focus fire the Broodlords down. He is gonna be able to defend this push. But what I'm talking about is the next push. 2 more Ultralisks coming out. 28 more Zerglings coming out. There are 2 more investors coming out. So again, Zerg is gonna keep producing. He's gonna keep Zerging the Terran player till the Terran player has nothing left.
I think that would be the really right thing to do. There come the mules. I think I would get 1 mule to at least go ahead and save that burning building. Nobody's saving the burning building, and that's, to me, might be a small issue. You keep on looking at it, it's losing life left, right and center. And the Zerglings are in the base. Zerglings are in the base.
Zergling is going to get some more SCV kills. Our Terran player is trying to defend as much as he can. He really should be looking into repairing that. Command center is getting really low on health. And there you go, command center is being repaired now. Health is going up at a very decent rate. Actually, there's a hidden SCV repairing it somewhere. I can't see him. Maybe if you change the angle a bit, you can see an SCV repairing it somewhere. Oh, there you go. He's hiding behind the building repairing it.
Okay.
Again, he's going to try to take his 4th. He really needs to take his 4th. You see that he's mining. He's literally mining from 1 base. If you look at the units tab, he has 33 SCVs, 277.
So you see there's a nice confrontation that is happening in the 6th, 7th base, which is there. The Vikings just landed and tried to go ahead and take down the hatchery, and there is really no defense. While that is also happening, there was a drop at the bottom right. There was Fungal, which is there, but the hugs come in from the infestors, from the Ultralisks, and that should be fine. And the Queen should go ahead and make short work of that. The Vikings need to go ahead and take off, otherwise they will go ahead and get Cyac.jp, and they have got Cyac.jp, and they will also go die. There is 1 Marine sitting at the right to go ahead and try and take down stuff, but that game is not. You see QuanticHawk at about 190, and this time we have 9 Ultralisks along with 5 infestors, and
actually in total he has 11 infestors right now. He's going to burrow them again and try to do. He's going to drop some infested Terrans to absorb that initial fire, that initial tank fire, so his Ultralisk can actually go inside. But I don't think our Terrans should be able to stop this. There's a lot of Ultras, there's a lot of infestors, and only 1 Broodlord actually. So I'm really looking forward to it. There are a few Thors standing there. These Thors do a lot of damage. I'm really interested in what. There you go, infested Terrans all over the place.
Thor is here, but I don't think he will go ahead and be able to go ahead and save himself from this. The infested Terrans are going and tanking as much as they can go ahead and do. The big fight is on. I don't think they will go ahead and do this. I think NODWIN is playing. I think NODWIN is honestly playing the game. And you see, if you saw something, there was something really interesting. interesting. The Queens were actually giving transfuse left, right, and center to go ahead and give some life to the Ultralist, yeah, and yeah, dude, this is so imba right now. I don't even know what to say. But okay, I'm going to catch my breath and I'm going to talk about this. The infestors are now going and moving away. Whether they can go ahead, will they be caught out? I don't think they will be. But here comes the push. Whether they can go ahead and take the 7th, that will be interesting. The 7th, I think, will go down definitely. Now I think it's, you know what? Here's what I think. I think Devon was trying to go ahead and see if Nikunj had it in him to go ahead and fight with him. And Nikunj actually showed him that he could. I think Devon should not have played with his food.
Actually, a lot of players, a lot of people actually go ahead and say that, you know, if you want to lose a game, make Ultras. Ultras have, they're really big actually. They have really hard time fitting into places, really hard time giving hugs to people. So Ultras by themselves don't really do that much. I would really recommend having infestors with them. So infestors are like, here buddy, I'll hold them for you while you give them all hugs, lots of hugs. So Devon did lose a lot of units. If you look at the resource lost, 415 units lost, and he has 36,000 lost compared to the 30,000 lost by the Terran player. Raziel is hanging in there, but he is not actually stopping the mineral production of the Zerg player. Zerg player still has all his units. He still has all his drones. He's going to keep making units over and over again. And 10 players really should be doing more drops or harassing more, or taking a strong position on the map so he can control the Zerg. Zerg right now is not being controlled. He has control. So this is going to be, again, Terran player has gone to his defensive style. He's going to wait, and I'm interested in what QuanticHawk is going to do now, how he's going to go ahead and do this engagement. He has 11 infestors, 10 ultralisks, and 28 Zerglings.
Wow.
And another engagement here. I think QuanticHawk is preparing for another engagement. He's going to try to do the best he can. There's a lot of, what's it called, marauders there. There's tanks, marines. He's stopped making wars now. Just basically tanks, marauders, and marines.
Well, I don't think that was a great idea. I think Thor's were literally going and helping him out because Thor's cannons are good. Not many people use the strike cannon of the Thor. I think the strike cannon of the Thor used to be one of the strongest things that are there in the game, especially against Ultralists, because they will get shocked because of that.
Actually, the Ultra is Ultra can't be shocked. He's permanently frenzied. Other units do, and Immortal would.
Immortal, yeah, Immortal. Sorry, my bad. Which is there. Here goes the Broodlords. There's about 6 or 5 of them. There are only 3 Corruptors. Now he's finally keeping them to go ahead and make sure that the Vikings, but there are no Vikings on the field. The Terran has built 2 Vikings to go ahead and counter that, 3 Marauders and a Marine. And he has somehow not landed the orbital at the top left, because I think there is one burrowed Zergling stopping everything. Yes, he is. Yeah,
a Zerg player has gone ahead and built every tier 3 unit he has. He has Broodlord, he has Ultralisk, he has Infestors. He's like, screw it, I'm not going to make any more Zerglings. I'm just going to have these awesome units for everyone to see. This is endgame army for Zerg. Or on the other hand, our Terran player is just sticking with Marines and Marauder. He could get fungal. Where are those infestors right now? I really would like to see a nice fungal growth right here. Yes, those Zerglings, those Marines are going to die right now. There's no more Marines. He's lost quite a lot of army. There's only tanks left. He can go ahead and finish this game immediately right now. I would like to see him just go ahead and go inside and finish this game. There's only tanks. He's pulling back with medevacs. He's dropped his army again. This is not a good idea. Actually, the reason why he was dropping, because there was disruptors. So he's trying to make the most of his unit. He's lost his army. It's 200 to 100 supply. Not looking good for Terran player. He should GG. There we go.
There you go.
Nice GG coming in for 2-0.
Well, that was intense, man. I have to go ahead and say that was just absolutely fun to go ahead and watch a Zerg basically. I don't think that match was close. Do you think that match was close?